everybody, thanks for coming. Welcome to another Woolly Wednesday. If anybody's watching, I think it's Wednesday. Oh, yeah, it's Wednesday. Okay. Today we are going to celebrate pumpkins. I have quite a few pumpkin projects for you to do, and a new one. Hi, Lynn. Thanks for coming. A new project I want to show you. So we're going to see pumpkins and show you all the pumpkin-y and orange things that I put on the discount code for today. Hi, Mom. Thanks for coming today. I'm sorry I missed you last week. We ordered a camper. It's a small little fiberglass camper that they build here in northern Minnesota called a Scamp. We ordered it last November, and it was supposed to be done in June. Hi, Mom. And because of COVID, they had to shut down for, I don't know, 6 weeks, something like that, in the spring. And then, they got back to work, and we're behind schedule. So then, anyway, took them longer to get it done than we had hoped. But last Wednesday morning, we got the call that it was finished, and can you pick it up tomorrow, kind of thing. So anyway, long story, I had to drive clear the other side of the cities to get the check, and anyway, I just couldn't fit you in last Wednesday, so I'm sorry about that. I'm sure everybody found something better to do, or different, or maybe you didn't even miss me. I don't know. But back today, and we're going to see pumpkins. So I like doing pumpkin projects because it's not Halloween. It can be out all fall. So you can spend some time doing a project that's not just good for a month. So you can have it out all fall. Oh, I have a comment from Kim, and I have to get closer so I can read it. Thank you. Yes. It is like pumpkin weather here, so I know not everybody who watches lives in Minnesota, but other parts of the country got really cold too. At least it didn't snow here, but it is dreary and in the 40s and raining, and I don't like it. It's way too early for this, and I know the sun will come back out hopefully tomorrow. In the meantime, you just turn on your OT light or your Beam and Read LEDs and do some stitching. Light the fireplace if you need to. Hi, Mary. Can't read, I gotta get closer. Oh, snowy and cold. No kidding. I didn't know that you were having snow. Mary lives in the mountains though, so it's a little different. I have a friend from high school in the mountains in Colorado, and she posted her snowy pictures. Oh, you can see my thing. Okay, so should we just see the pumpkins? I'm going to start with my little one. This is my pumpkin pincushion pattern. Isn't it cute? It's like softball size. And just to show you that you don't just have to do them in orange, I have this one done in a tan and cream plaid. Isn't that cute? I wish I could read these comments. I'm just going to move this closer so I can read out. 43 and oh, yeah, Kim, I have a friend in Rapid City, and she posted the other day that she had some snow on her deck. I'm sure it's gone. Your snow melts really fast. Oh, Lynn, 90s in Florida. Yeah, that's just a little too much, isn't it? You're probably getting tired of that. Yeah, I don't know if I could handle Florida year-round. I also did a little pumpkin. This one is just in natural. That's even cute. And my pumpkin pincushion, you can see the seams are on the outside. So I did that just for a little texture interest. You could also make them with the seams on the inside if you wanted. But that is the Woolly Pumpkin pin cushion pattern, and it comes with, oh no, that one doesn't come with a recipe. The one that comes with a recipe is my little pumpkin coaster. Isn't that cute? It's not a big coaster, just a little one. It's big enough for your pumpkin latte or any drink. Pumpkin, I had a pumpkin beer. It was pretty good. So that is the pumpkin spice coaster, and it comes with a recipe for a pumpkin flavored cocktail. It's pretty delicious. It is an old-fashioned type cocktail with a little actual pumpkin puree in it. It's pretty yummy and high in antioxidants. Pumpkin is good for you. Knoxville, Tennessee, still 90 in Tennessee. Oh gosh, what we have to endure is climate change. Huh. Okay, so all of these pumpkin things are 25% off for a week. I made it a week, and our code is fall 25. Okay, so fall 25, 25% off all this pumpkin-y goodness. Okay, so our coaster and our pin cushion. Then if you want to make a little bigger pumpkins, this is my woolly stuffed pumpkin pattern, and it has 3 sizes. So this is the small one. It's about the same size as my head, a little smaller, I guess. So this one only takes a fat 1/8 of pumpkin color, and then, you know, some scraps for your stem and leaf. You can get a kit also if you like a kit. So it's the small size, and medium, it's a little bit bigger. It's about the size of the pumpkins in my garden. And there's a big one. So the pattern has all 3 sizes in it. So this is the biggie. Now I did all these samples with the seams on the inside, but you could certainly stitch it with the seams on the outside like the little one if you wanted. The big one takes a fat 1/4, or just a regular 1/4 cut if that's what you have. That would work too. I originally did them they're just plain. There was no stitching. But a couple weeks ago I thought, oh, maybe I'm going to try some decorative stitching. So I've been doing, let's see if it will focus on there. I've been doing some stitching on this pumpkin over the seams. So let's see if it will, there, it should be in focus. So this is a fly stitch, and I put French knots. There's one that you can see better. So it's kind of cute, huh? So I'm not going to demo those today live, but after we're done, I'll make a video doing it and put that up on the Facebook page too. So if you want to see how to do fly stitch on the seam. I did it after the pumpkin was made. Stitching, thanks Mary. I did it after the pumpkins were done because I made these quite a while ago. But it would be a lot easier to do it before you stuff it. But it was fine. It was really pretty easy to manage, and it was kind of fun to see that you could add stitching way later when you're done. Oh, Kim, there's your question. Did you do? Okay, so like I just said, I stitched them after they were all finished, and I just kind of started down at the bottom so I could hide my knot in the seam. You know, I just kind of tied a little knot and kind of tugged it and pulled it through right in the seam so that I could hide the stitching. I still have to finish some of my French knots, but it really wasn't hard to stitch after it was finished. Okay, so that is our woolly stuffed pumpkins. This is the pattern for that. So many fun things. Oh, and the thread that I used to do this decorative stitching I only have a few left, but I put these on the sale also. They are the 3-pack of the pearl cottons. Hi, Janine. Nice of you to show up today. That's lovely that you're watching. I love it. How are you? Okay, so this is the 3-packs. This one is called Fall, and this is actually the one that I used. I used the green. I used all 3 of these colors actually for the fly stitch, and then I would use this one is like a terracotta and a copper variegated color. If I use the green for this fly stitch on the seam, I use the other color, the complement color, as the French knots. So turned out pretty cute. So these 2, this one is called Papavere. There are 3 gorgeous variegated pearl cottons on here, and I thought those would also be lovely stitched on any pumpkin colored project. So I put both of those also in the featured section. If you haven't shopped on my online site yet, the very home page, the top is the features of what we talked about each week, and it's pretty easy right there to go in and see what's on special under the features and use your coupon code to get 25% off. Okay, so those are all on there. I put Spook Stack. Spook Stack is one of my textured bundles, all over dyed textured pattern wools in orange, and that's kind of a bright orange. And I also did Sunset Stack, so you can see the difference in the brightness. Sunset is all dyed in my sienna color, which is a little more muted of a red-orange color. But here you have 6 different assorted patterns, and all of these are about 7 by 7.5 inches. That's the size. So you get 6 pieces that big, which a lot of times it's a good enough of a piece. Okay, so Spook Stack and Sunset Stack are on the special, and our Orange Grove 6-pack. Packs, same size pieces, only these are solids. They're not patterns. So you get 6 different oranges. Each 6-pack has 6 colors, and these also 7 by 7.5 inches or so. They could be a little bigger than that. And this is Tuscany 6-pack. So in this one you have 6 colors. This is sienna. This is the color that I over dye these in. But isn't that something, how different you can get? Because the patterned wools already have color on them. You know, there might be a gray in the plaid or in the tweed, so they come out a little darker than the color I dye them with. Okay, Orange Grove and Tuscany. I'm getting you all set up so you can stock up on all things to make your pumpkin projects. My favorite colors out of the 150 that I do for making pumpkins, one is going to be pumpkin. This pumpkin color is awesome. Hold up a big piece so you can kind of see. It has a lot of variations in it, and sometimes you can even get some greenish orange colors in there. So that's a fun one. And this is butterscotch. It could also be a pumpkin. And this is marigold. It's a little brighter than the pumpkin, but not as bright as orange. This is orange. If you want a really bright pumpkin, orange is a good one. But marigold is a little darker and a little more not as bright. So Those are all some good pumpkin colors. Oh, and then I have my little pumpkin patch piece, and Mary's still out there watching. Mary designed this. So isn't that cool? So it's a 8.5 by 11, and it's stiff. See, there is Peltex in there. If you haven't used Peltex, it's a Pellon product, and it's just a really stiff interfacing, and it's fusible. It's pretty cool stuff. So we have 2 sheets of that inside here. So it'll stand up on its own. If you just lean it up against something, it's stiff enough to just stand up. Or if you use one of those little frame stands. So I have 4 different designs in this series called our Woolie Artwork series. And there's just a little picture size that you could frame if you wanted, or you could put a binding on it like we have here and just set it up like that. Isn't that cute? So that is on the special. There's the pattern for the pumpkin patch, and it's also available in a kit. So the kits are normally $25 before the discount. Isn't that cute? Pumpkin patch. I love it on this gray, what do we call it? Ombre plaid. Isn't that cool? Okay, and the last one I want to show you of this is my pumpkin party. So I'll move that. Can you see? Here, a little more. There, I think you can see the whole pumpkin party. 3 pumpkins, and we have some oak leaves and acorns and some purple coneflowers. Isn't that pretty? So you can see how big it is. Let me see what the dimensions are. 21.5 high by 31.5 wide. Hi, Nicole. Thanks for coming. So there's a pattern, pumpkin party. And that also is available in the kit. So the kit has the batiks for the background and the border and the binding. You get all that with the wool in the kit and the pattern. Pumpkin party. I'm going to take it down and put it a little closer so you can see. Haven't been up here for a while. I've been sitting in another spot doing demos. But you guys know every time I try to do anything here, something always falls down. Okay, so get a little closer. We've got some French knots we put inside the coneflowers. And down here you can see our oak leaf. And the acorn stem is done with stitches. Isn't that cute? We've got some more acorns down on the other corner. So there. Pumpkin party. I love it. Alright, you want to see my newest thing? Not very far, because does your pattern come in digital form? Some of them are digital. If you would rather have digital, thing about it is, some of them I have them printed in color, but anyway, some of them are in digital. If you want a pattern that is not in digital form, email me and I can make it digital. And if you want to save some money doing that, or you could just get a fully printed pattern, 25% off. My patterns are not very expensive. I keep them pretty low. Nothing's over $9, except for Woolly Winterland, because that has a lot to it. But they're pretty inexpensive, and especially the ones that are printed in full color, they're pretty nice. But if you would like a digital one, let me know what it is. It's in my computer because I create them all there. I've got a digital format. I can certainly certainly do that. It just might not be listed as available on the website, but just ask. Okay, so this is the new one. I haven't named it yet, so if you come up with a name and I pick your name, you'll get a free pattern. So we'll do that. We'll have a little contest to name this. It's just a stack of pumpkins. So this is just my preliminary design here. So I've got 5 pumpkins stacked up and a couple of different flowers. Do you ship to Canada? Yeah, I ship to Canada. Depending on where you are in Canada, the price is going to differ. So I will just, communicate with you about what the shipping charge, how it might be different than our U.S. shipping. Because if you're close to Minnesota, sometimes shipping to Canada is cheaper than shipping to Florida or California. So depending on where you are. Yeah, I ship anywhere. I sell to stores all over the world, so I don't have a problem. We ship to anywhere you are. So anyway, here is my my layout in kind of small form, and I got a couple of them stapled in place so I could show you. And I'm gonna demonstrate how to make our how to transfer our layout pattern today. So if I've done that once before in a video, but if you missed it, I'm gonna do it again. Okay, I got stuff sticking here. All right, so I pinned this to this board. So here is just my bottom 2. I got the bottom 2 pumpkins on, and the flowers are just pinned on. But even though my picture has 5 orange pumpkins, I'm doing 3 orange pumpkins, a white pumpkin, and a green pumpkin. And my green pumpkin is going to be from the celery stack. So I think it's going to be super cute. I hope you guys like it too. So it's going to take me a while to get this done. Every time I start something new, something else I'm supposed to be finishing gets set aside. But we'll see. Hopefully, maybe I can even get the pattern directions done before, so you can start working along with me if you want. Yeah, so I think it's going to be super cute. I wish I could just stitch it and have it done like that. But okay, so in the pattern, there will be, show you this. Here is our layout diagram. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so we've got a line drawing layout diagram, and because it's so big, I printed it out 8.5 by 11, and I taped them together, right? So that's full-size layout compared to my small diagram. Then you take a piece. Hi, Mitchell. I see you watching me. How are you today? Nice of you to come. That's my son. Everybody say hi, Mitchell. Okay, so then we're going to take a piece of netting, and it doesn't really matter how big it is. You don't want a fishnet or anything too huge. But this is like tulle or netting, anything that you can draw a line on but still see through. Okay, so I have the paper pattern taped down to my board. So you want to tape that down so it doesn't move around. I already drew a couple lines on here. So then I just cut a piece of netting that will fit on my design. Get that all smoothed out. I need to get it lined up on my lines I already drew. Oh, it's upside down. That's why it's not working. It's hard to tell when you've only got 4 lines. Alright, so we get our netting in place. And then we're going to tape the netting down also. Pretty hard to be accurate when it's jumping around. Okay, is everybody with me? Now, I like to use a fat Sharpie. I try to do it with a skinnier marker, but it gets caught on the little holes in the netting. Thank you. Okay, pull this out so you can see. Then, well, actually, I'll go closer. You can see better if I go closer. Should I see if I can angle this down? Maybe I can angle it down and you can see better. There. Okay. So now you can see my paper pattern underneath and my netting on top. And then you just take your Sharpie, and I like to use a different color. So the pattern is all drawn in black, so I'm going to use a red marker so then I can tell where I've already been. So that you just are going to trace your lines. Easy as that. There's a lot of lines on here to trace. We're not going to get this all done, but I just wanted you to see we've got a leaf. Now, I'm not taken, enough time to make it perfect or anything. Do this leaf. But see the fatter marker, if I don't hold it down tight, I should mark up here where you guys can see. There. Just go over those lines. This is a stitching line. There's another leaf. These little flowers. I could even just make a little star there. I don't have to outline the whole flower because it's just placement of where I'm going to put my applique. This is missing part of its flower. This is why the pattern's not done yet. Discover my mistakes or things I need to correct before we finish it. Okay, so you can see how I just kind of go over these lines so that I can figure out where to put my applique. All right, so then we're pretending I'm finished, okay? And just remove your netting from the pattern, and we will come back with our background. And then you can lay your netting down. Let's see if we can figure this out. Lay your netting down on your background and get your placement. So there, I'm not sure if you can see it. I guess I should have done that in black for your benefit. But here, maybe you can see the lines coming through, and that will help me to place. So then I can just see if I have them here. there, you can just place your next pieces. The right piece. This next pumpkin should be orange. Okay, there we go. Orange one. This one goes this way. Got one more. All right. Put that down there. There, and then you can line up with your lines and make sure it's right. Okay, pretty slick. I think that's pretty slick. Get the camera back on. It's me again. Did you miss me? Okay, I hope you guys got a little bit something out of that. But I will do a stitching demo on the fly stitch and the French knot. We did colonial knots a couple weeks ago, so you could even do a colonial knot instead of the French knot. But I will do that so you can see that I think it turned out really cute. Okay, so that's all things pumpkin that I have so far, and you know, have fun with your pumpkins. You can do pumpkins in any color. I even think I love this celery green. This is my favorite green I make. So I think even a pumpkin in all these colors would be really pretty. My neighbor has, actually I have two neighbors growing muskmelon that aren't gonna be right before winter, and they are both. They're such a cool kind of grayish turquoise color right now. So I think that would be really cool. I mean, people are gonna go, "What is that?" They're not gonna know it's a melon that's not ripe, but whatever. It's a pretty color. Maybe that's what inspired me to use aqua for my background on this. I don't know. It could be it. But okay, enough about my rambling on. Thank you everybody for coming today, and I'm going to put that stitching demo up. Oh, more comments. I know everybody loves pumpkins, don't they? So that's all I got, I guess. So we'll see you next week. Next week I think we are going to do a little trunk show and see some more quilts, some of my quilts. I don't know, we'll show you some stuff, and I'm going to upload a stitching demo, and I don't know, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me here, message me, send me an email, tracytrevethan@gmail.com. It's right there at my bio, easy to find. Let me know what you want to know, and I'll answer as best I can. Anyway, thanks for stopping by today and spending a little time with me. And if it's hot where you are, I hope it gets cooler. If it's cold where you are, I hope it gets warmer. And everybody has a great week. Okay, so, oh, what do we have? Another question? Oh, thank you. You're very welcome. I appreciate you guys so much. So have a great week, and I will see you all soon. Bye now.